Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear students, here is your mathematics teacher Muhammad Amir Saeed from Pakistan International School, Taif, Saudi Arabia. Today we will continue our lecture number 31 and exercise 6.1. Exercise 6.1. We have question number 6. For what value of k, x plus 4 is HCF of x squared plus x, so that x plus 4 is HCF of P of x is equal to x squared plus x minus 2k plus 2 within the bracket and 2x squared plus kx, 2x squared plus kx and minus 12. For what value of k, x plus 4 is HCF of P of x and Q of x. Let its name be Q of x. We can name it as P of x and Q of x. P of x being polynomial in variable x and Q of x is polynomial in variable x and its name is Q of x. Remember that if x plus 4 is HCF, it means that the remainder will be 0 if we apply x is equal to minus 4. If we apply the value of x as minus 4 here in P of x and Q of x, then remainder must be 0 because of the definition of HCF. In case of HCF, the remainder is always 0. So that's why we have P of x is equal to x squared plus x minus into 2k plus 2, and applying P of x as minus 4 squared plus into minus 4 minus 2k minus 2. Here is 16 minus 4 minus 2k minus 2. This will be 16 minus 4 minus 2 is 10. 10 minus 2k. If x plus 4 is the factor of, or rather you can say HCF of P of x, then remainder. What is remainder? P of minus 4 is equal to 0. This is P of minus 4. This one is 0. So 10 minus 2k is equal to 0 and 10 is equal to 2k, implies that k is equal to 10 by 2, that is 5. So you have value of k as 5. Similarly, you can apply this x equal to minus 4 here in Q of x. So Q of minus 4 is 2 into minus 4 square plus k into minus 4 minus 12. So 2 into 16 minus 4k minus 12. So this will be 32 minus 4k minus 12. 32 minus 12 is 20. That is minus 4k. But 4 is equal to 0. Because we have already told you that x plus 4 is the HCF of P of x and Q of x. Same logic, if x is equal to minus 4 is the root, the remainder must be 0. So 20 minus 4k is equal to 0, 20 is equal to 4k, and k is equal to 20 over 4, that is equal to 5. So in this way you have the values of k for both expressions as 5. So value of k is 5 if x plus 4 is the HCF of both. After that, we have question number 7. Basically, question number 7 is a little different. So that's why I am choosing this. Question number 7. Question number 7. In case of question number 7, the question is if x plus 3 and x minus 2 is the HCF of P of x and Q of x, find k and L. You have to find the value of k and L so that x plus 3 and x minus 2 is HCF of x plus 3 and x minus 2 is HCF of P of x is equal to, this time they have given us the name of polynomial, x plus 3 into 2x square minus 3x plus k, 2x square minus 3x plus k, and q of x, that is equal to x minus 2 into 3x square plus 7x minus L, 7x minus L. Dear students, from here you can have the idea. First of all, you must understand that x plus 3 and x minus 2 is HCF. X plus 3, x minus 2 is HCF of P of x and Q of x. It means that this P of x is exactly divisible by this and remainder must be 0. Similarly, if x plus 3 and x minus 2 is HCF of Q of x, then Q of x must be exactly divisible by x plus 3 and x minus 2 and remainder must be 0. Actually, this is the definition of HCF. If it is to be HCF of both, then we must have remainder as 0. They must divide them exactly, completely. So here, if I say that x plus 3 and x minus 2 is HCF of P of x, then it must divide P of x exactly and remainder is 0. So it means that we will divide this x plus 3 and x plus 3 cancel out. So definitely x minus 2 must divide this one. Otherwise it will not be HCF. So it's very important. Listen carefully. If x plus 3 and x minus 2 is HCF of P of x, then this must divide this exactly and remainder must be 0. So you can see if this is divided by this expression, x plus 3 and x plus 3 cancelled out, then x minus 2 must divide this part exactly and remainder must be 0. Otherwise, this will not be the part of x here. So it means that if x plus 3 into x minus 2 is HCF of P of x, then x minus 2 must divide P dash of x, which will be equal to 2x square minus 3x plus k. Remember that x plus 3 cancelled out, then x minus 2 must divide exactly that part, and I named it as P dash of x because it is not P of x, it's a part of P of x. So P of x must divide exactly P dash of x exactly. Therefore, P dash of 2, here you will apply x is equal to 2. Here in this polynomial, P dash of 2 is equal to 2 into 2 square minus 3 into 2 plus k. P dash of 2, that is 8 minus 6 plus k. 2 square is 4 to the 8 minus 6, and that will be 2 plus k. P dash of 2. If x minus 2 divides P dash of x exactly, then remainder, this is the logic that why we are writing this remainder is equal to 0, because x minus 2 must divide exactly P dash of x because of HCF definition. Here is remainder is 0, that is 2 plus k is equal to 0 and k is equal to minus 2. So this is k is equal to minus 2. This is your answer. First value k. Similarly, if x plus 3x minus 2 is HCF of q of x, this q of x, then x minus 2 and x minus 2 cancelled out. So x plus 3 must divide exactly that part. Otherwise, it will not be the part of HCF. Definition of HCF is that this must divide this q of x exactly. Remainder must be 0. So apparently it can be seen x minus 2 divided x minus 2. What left? This left. And this must be exactly divided by x plus 3. Then x plus 3 must divide, here you can say q dash of x. And what about q dash of x? 3x square plus 7x minus l. Or you can say this is x is equal to minus 3. Here we will apply q dash of minus 3. 3 into minus 3 square plus 7 into minus 3 minus l. That will be 27 minus 21 minus l. Remember that minus 3 square is 9, 9 3 is 27. Plus minus minus 7 3 the 21. Here we have 6 minus l. So what is remainder? Q dash of minus 3 is 6 minus l. If x plus 3 divides q dash of x exactly, then remainder must be equal to 0. Same logic. So you can have 6 minus L is equal to 0 and 6 is equal to L. So in this way we have found the values of L as 6 and K as 2. So this is your answer. I hope that you understood this question. After that, question number 8 and 9, we can solve 1, 8 and 9. They are similar. Same formula will be applied. So that's why we can choose one question from 8 and 9. I hope that with the help of 1, you can find the answer of other. Question number 9. Let P of x is equal to 10 into x square minus 9. Let P of x is equal to 10 into x square minus 9 into x square minus 3x plus 2. That is P of x. And Q of x is 10x x plus 3, 10x x plus 3, 10x x plus 3 into x minus 1 square into x minus 1 square. If the HCF of P of x, Q of x is 10 into x plus 3x minus 1, this is HCF. Into x plus 3x minus 1. Then find LCM. We have to find the value of LCM. P of x is 10 into x square minus 9, x square minus 3x plus 2. Q of x 10x into x plus 3x minus 1 square. HCF of P of x and Q of x is 10 into x plus 3x minus 1. Find LCM. Okay, the statement is correct. So using the formula, LCM into HCF is equal to P of x into Q of x. Dear student, this is the formula. P of x into Q of x is equal to LCM into HCF. You have to find the value of LCM. So keep LCM on one side and bring HCF on the other side. Now apply the values. Applies the values of P of x, Q of x from here, HCF from there. We have 10 into x square minus 9 into x square minus 3x plus 2 multiplied by 10x into x plus 3 x minus 1 square whole divided by 10 into x plus 3 and x minus 1. P of x, Q of x divided by HCF. So 10 and 10 cancelled out, x plus 3 cancelled out, 1 power of x minus 1 cancelled out. So here we can have 10 into x minus 1, x square minus 9 and x square minus 3x plus 2. You can leave this as your LCM. This will be your answer. After that, question number 10. Let the product of LCM and HCF of two polynomials be, yes, it's given. Product of two polynomials means P of x into Q of x is given. Let the product of LCM and HCF of two polynomials. No, this is LCM and HCF. Product of LCM into HCF is given as x plus 3 square x minus 2, x plus 3 square x minus 2 into x plus 5. Then LCM and HCF of two polynomials is given. If one polynomial is x plus 3x minus 2, x plus 3, x minus 2, let first polynomial is p of x and the second polynomial is q of x. That is x square plus kx plus 15. Kx plus 15. Then find value of k. The students, you have the data of this question. LCM and HCF product is given, P of x is given, Q of x is given. Now you can apply the formula using P of x into Q of x is equal to LCM into HCF. This is the formula. Product of the polynomial is equal to product of their LCM and HCF. What is P of x? X plus 3, x minus 2, Q of x is x square plus kx plus 15. That will be equal to x plus 3 whole square, x minus 2 into x plus 5. So here we have x square plus kx plus 15 is equal to x plus 3 square, x minus 2 into x plus 5 divided by these two x are multiplied. On the other side they will be divided. So x plus 3 into x minus 2, you can cancel them. 1 power of x plus 3 is cancelled with that. 1 power left. Here we have x plus 3 into x plus 5. That is equal to x square plus kx plus kx plus 15. Now right hand side you can multiply x square plus 5x plus 3x, x square plus 8x plus 15 and x square plus kx minus plus 15. So bring these terms to the left hand side and simplify. X square plus kx plus 15 minus x square minus 8x minus 15 equals 0. 15 cancelled out, x square cancelled out. So kx minus 8x is equal to 0. X common, k minus 8 is equal to 0. X is equal to 0 or k minus 8 is equal to 0. That is k is equal to 8. That is your answer. So value of k is 8. After that, Vikas wishes to distribute 128 bananas and also 176 apples equally among certain number of children. Find the highest number of children who can get the fruit in this way. So here you can have HCF, highest number of children. So we have this question where we have to find the value of HCF. Here we have to find the value of HCF, and it can be done directly. 176, 128. Remember that this is division method of HCF. 128, 8 and this 6, this will be 4. Bring 128 inside. So we can have 2. If we can have 48 multiplied by 3, 24, this will become 144. It is greater. So that's why with 2. Here is 96. Subtract 2 and 3. Bring 48 inside. Then, if we go with 1, 32. Here is 16. Again bring 32 inside. 16 2 is the 32 and remainder is 0. So this last divisor is HCF, which means that highest number of children will be equal to 16, which will get the fruit in this way. After that, we have exercise 6.2. Simplify each of the following as rational expression. So dear students, this time we have to simplify the rational expressions. And remember that I already told you that you have to apply the formulas in different cases. Number 1 is a square minus b square, once negative, once positive. Number 2 is a plus b whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b square. If there is a negative sign in the center, you can have negative sign with 2ab. Similarly, you can have a cube plus b cube, remove this 3 and 3, a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square. If there is a negative sign between them, in small bracket minus and big bracket, this will be plus. Positive sign, small bracket plus, big bracket negative, plus and minus. Here, if there is a negative sign between them, then in small bracket you will have negative sign, and big bracket you have positive sign. This is your formula. So in this way you can apply these formulas here. In this exercise also we have a plus b whole square plus a minus b whole square, 2 into a square plus b square. A plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square is equal to 4ab. Dear students, these are the formulas which will be applied frequently in your next exercise, exercise 6.2. So in this way, we can have, inshallah, our next exercise. Okay, Assalamu alaikum and Allah Hafiz.